5 Atlanta federal buildings are at risk of being sold or consolidated if enough employees do not return to the office. That's according to a recent presentation by the Public Buildings Reform Board. The Sam Nunn Federal Building, the Martin Luther King Jr. Federal Building, Peachtree Summit, the IRS Service Center, and the IRS Annex are among a list of 25 federal buildings nationwide under consideration of being disposed of or consolidated. Agencies must fill more than 60% of the space or they have to move.